This is a certified hood classic.
Yeah. What's the word, gang? What's the word? Man, back in the bit, man. Saturday, May the 9th. Lagging a little bit, but waiting on our Wi-Fi to catch up to our system. Yo, W Pep, man, W Pister, bro. I appreciate y'all being here, bro. Big up on the Bomba class, so ain't got too much planned for the day. I think I might play some Fortnite. I don't lie. Talk some shit, then play some Fortnite. I ain't gonna lie. You know I gotta talk some shit. You know I gotta talk me some shit, bro. A lot going on, bro. It's been a lot going on, man. It's been a lot going on, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. For those of y'all who don't know, the fallout between me and Wild Boy is complete. Fallout between me and Wild Boy is complete, bro. Fuck that nigga, bro. Fuck the Wild fam, bro. Fuck all those niggas over there, bro. Yo, when you have your own motion, you can say things like that, gang. You know those ones? You feel me? When people is scared to burn bridges, gang, they be afraid to say certain things. And the reason is because they don't know how to swim. Aww. They don't know how to swim, gang. That'd be the number one reason, bro, why people be afraid to burn certain bridges, man, to cut certain people off, because they don't know how to swim without them, gang. I know how to swim, and I can swim very well. Don't burn no with me, gang. I can swim very well. New achievement on my reel, 50 likes, nice. Now that I'm streaming, I'm getting bare fucking notifications on my phone. Oh boy, 50 likes. I like the brush Snoop Dogg's dreads with Nipsey Hussle's beer. Oh, yo, big up on the sub, gang. Thank you. What's going on, Samir? Yo, shout out to everybody. Everybody checking in on YouTube right now. Yeah, gang, yo. Know your friends, bro. Know your friends. Know who really supports you. Libby Too Savage, big up on herself. Know who your real friends are, gang. Know who your real friends are, gang. Everybody's not your friend. Everybody's not gonna be your friend. Some people are gonna be there for a reason. Some people are gonna be there for a season, gang. My mama told me, you feel me? Some people are here in your life for reasons. Some people are in your life for seasons, gang. And you have to differentiate who's who. Who's who and what's what in that regard. You feel me? Cause yeah. Everybody ain't solid. Everybody ain't 100. Yeah, Ariel and Libby W follow.
Oh my God!
Big up on herself. W follow, gang. W support. I appreciate the support, man. I really do. I really do. I need to get my notifications back working for YouTube, yo, cause I had them all set up before I was even able to stream on YouTube. That's my fault. And then I took them all cause I was like, bro, I can't stream on YouTube. Why do I have these on? So I took them off. And now I can stream on YouTube, so I gotta put them back on again. But don't worry, Ariel and Libby, I got you. And we're also on TikTok as well, gang. We're everywhere. All of these platforms, you can find me right here. You feel me? Lazarus_BFTD. For those of you watching me in vertical, it's up here. Up here. Can't miss. Can't miss. Same name everywhere, gang. Branding. Branding. I fought with this mid game. What we gonna do today? Oh, there was some shit that I wanted to look at, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. There was some shit that I wanted to look at. Where's that? Let's see. Alright, let's see. Watch later.
Internet boy.
Where's that, bro? This one right here. This one right here.
Oh my God! I'm just saying.
This one right here, bro.
Number 1, Jada Bell.
This is what I wanted to see, bro. Dumbest killers who murdered over food. This came across my fucking timeline the other day, and I said, bro, let's watch this shit, bro. Let's watch this shit, bro. Cause what the actual fuck? What the actual fuck, fam? Killed somebody over some food? Let's see what happened.
Number 1, Jada Bell. 20-year-old Jada Bell pulled into the drive-thru of a Steak and Shake in St. Louis County late on the night of April 8th, 2026. Okay. Prosecutors say she was angry over her food order.
Angry enough to kill?
Minutes later, 32-year-old Chauncey Meekins was dead behind the window. Another worker was wounded, and detectives were racing to a fast food restaurant turned crime scene.
Bam.
The Steak and Shake sat in the 11,000 block of Bellefontaine.
I ain't gonna lie, I wish we had one of these. I wish we had one of these in Canada, bro. Like, Steak and Shake actually wasn't bad, but you don't really recognize that until you can't have it anymore.
Road in North St. Louis County, an area many locals also know as Spanish Lake. It was late, around 11:35 that night, the kind of hour when drive-through spots often get a mix of tired workers, late-night customers, and people.
But I ain't gonna lie, Steak and Shake is kind of like Steak and Shake is like the best way to describe it, gang. Steak and Shake is like okay. It's like Checkers, but bigger. Like bigger Checkers burgers. You feel me? Type shit. But it's the exact same type of a concept, just bigger.
People looking for one last meal before heading home. Inside the restaurant, employees were still working the shift, serving cars one by one through the window.
Okay.
Chauncia Lachelle Meekins was one of those workers. She was 32 years old from Bellefontaine Neighbors, just a short distance from where she worked. People who knew her said she was the kind of person who would give you the shirt off her back, loving, caring, always with.
I don't believe that. If when they say giving the shirt off your back means she gonna take it off and then beat your ass, yeah, I believe that. But about that, shouting.
Willing to help. She was working 2 jobs at the time.
She looked like a very nice lady.
The Steak and Shake and a shift at Family Dollar, just trying to build something. Her mother, Tamala Washington, said she was always happy to go to work. She had a twin brother, Brian McGee.
I don't believe that. Nobody's happy to go to work, especially when you're working 2 jobs. Oh, hell no! There's nothing in the world that'll lead me to believe that. You think people work 2 jobs? People ain't working 2 jobs because they want to work 2 jobs, eh? I'm not gonna hold you.
Hill Jr. and a father, Chauncey Lovell Meekins, who called her his only baby. 15 days after that night, on April 23rd, she would have turned 33 years old. Just before midnight, a white SUV pulled into the drive-thru. Behind the wheel was Jada Bell, 20 years.
Why she got her lip like that? Why she got her lip like that in the picture, bruh? She looked like a kid. How old did they say she was?
Hey, listen!
White SUV pulled into the drive-thru. Behind the wheel was Jada Bell, 20 years old, from unincorporated St. Louis County.
20 years old, life gone already. Damn. Life gone already.
Really, nigga?
An area called Northwoods. Belle pulled up to the window and had a problem with her order. According to her mother, Chauncia believed the dispute was over a second order.
But why she got her lip like that, though? Like, you ain't know you just killed the girl. Like, this is her mugshot. That's her mugshot. That is her mugshot. Why do you look like that?
Order of onion rings that wasn't in the bag. The back and forth started at the window. At some point, Belle took her drink and threw it at Chauncia, who was standing right there on the other side of the glass. Chauncia threw it back. That's when Belle reached for.
Impossible. Impossible. Somebody throw the drink at you, gang. How do you throw it back? It's not a softball. Maybe if it was a burger, but a drink, she didn't throw a drink back at her. She threw something else at her.
A gun. She fired multiple shots through that drive-through window. Chauncia Meekins was hit and went down. A male co-worker standing nearby was also struck, shot in the hand. He was rushed to hospital and survived. Chauncia wasn't as lucky. She was pronounced dead right there at the scene. Her mother was later told by a manager that 8 shots had been fired in total. Police haven't confirmed that number officially, but nobody disputed that there were multiple rounds. Belle drove away from that window in the white SUV and disappeared into the night. When St. Louis County Police arrived at the Steak and Shake on
Crazy work.
Road, they found 2 employees who had been shot.
Mind you, all of these are about food, gang. This one was about onion rings.
Oh, hell no!
Took somebody's life over onion ring, gang. That's crazy work. Crazy, crazy work. The craziest of work. I ain't gonna hold you.
Not. One of them already gone. The drive-through window where it happened was shattered. The whole thing had been caught on the
Like, here's my thing. Here's my thing. How do you go to jail for this? Like, you're going to jail. Ain't no way around that. Yo, I going to jail. So y'all going to jail for this. Right? Clearly. Like, no, ain't no way around it, gang. You feel me? Definitely going to jail. As definitely going to jail. And when you get to jail, man, this is tiresome. Step grandkids till tomorrow. Yeah, energy, a lie. Step grandkids got too much energy. They wearing your ass out, ain't they? Step grandkids wearing your ass out, ain't it, Uncle Pity? Hey, that's what they there for, gang. Hey, man. You gotta, hey. Enjoy them while they're young, bro. Enjoy them while they're young, fam. Cause once they get to start running around and up and down and doing all this shit here, ain't no more of that. Hold on, I should have did that earlier. Oh well, they're already doing that, man. Well, at least they're not to the point where they're like, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Could you imagine? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. You gotta hit him with it one time, Uncle Pity. We're gonna turn this TikTok stream off right now. So anybody that so happens to still be on TikTok, you tap in on Kicker YouTube gang. Cause yeah, you're destroying my frame rate right now. It's only TikTok that does that. It doesn't happen anywhere else. It doesn't happen anywhere else. These kids are all walking, running, talking, and getting into everything. That's what they do, Uncle Pity. I ain't gonna lie, my son the same way, bruh. That's about 360 to the rescue. Yeah, fam. Get him some candy and put them in front of some TV, bruh. That's the best way. Nah, don't get him no candy though. Don't get him no candy. For real. The fact of the matter is the person who killed him was That'd be too much. I've made my peace with that. That'd be too much. In fact, I'm going to let you live today, just so you can relay that to the others. Someday, we'll avenge him. Yeah, kids on candy? Nah. Kids on candy? Nah. That's not a thing. Especially not in the summertime. That is not a thing. I'm just sitting around here smoking weed with my niggas. I just hope when we gone that they don't forget. Kids on candy is not a thing, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Don't let them run you ragged, Uncle Pity. Don't let them run you ragged. Alright, let's see this thing, gang. I want to finish watching this fucking video. I wanted to watch this with y'all because I thought this was interesting as fuck, bro. The dumbest killers who murdered over food. This one was over onion rings.
Restaurant surveillance cameras. Police knew what had happened. What they didn't have yet was who was in that white SUV. For the next 12 days, Chauncia's family waited. Her mother, Tamala Washington, spoke publicly in those early days and said she couldn't understand it. Why would somebody want to shoot somebody in a fast food restaurant over some fast food, she said. Investigators spent those 12 days working every angle they had. They had the surveillance footage, they had the white SUV, and they had something else, cell phone data. Detectives were able to trace Bell's phone in the area of that steak and shake at the exact time the shots were fired.
Cell phone data gets you every time, gang. Every time.
That, combined with what was on those cameras, was enough. On April 20th, 2026, 12 days after the shooting, Jada Bell was taken into custody. She was charged with 6 felonies: first-degree murder, first-degree assault, unlawful use of a weapon, and 3 counts of armed criminal action. She was held on a $1 million cash-only bond with no 10% option. She's been in custody since her arrest, and according to police, she hasn't said a word. Chauncia's cousin, Anthony Wilhite, spoke for the family on what they wanted to see happen next. He said they were pushing for the death penalty, not for revenge, but to send a message. The St. Louis County prosecuting attorney, Melissa Price Smith, addressed the death penalty question directly. She said her office has a specific process they go through before ever deciding to pursue it.
I mean, I feel like that would be justified. Cause like you did kill the woman in cold blood. Bought some onion rings. Like, you can't do that.
The homicide team has to meet, put together a formal memo, and bring it to her. And at the point when Bell was charged, that hadn't happened yet. So whether Bell will face the death penalty is still an open question.
She probably won't. She's a woman. Women rarely get that.
What is certain is that Bell now sits in jail facing murder charges over a missing order of onion rings.
Yeah, and you look stupid. Yes, in jail because you killed somebody by some fucking onion rings.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
And Chauncia Meekin's mother is left with one question she'll probably never get a real answer to. Who kills somebody over onion rings? Number 2.
That girl. The girl that killed your daughter. That's who killed somebody over onion rings, bro. Like, you're acting surprised, man.
2. Elijah Mackey. Elijah Mackey was working the late shift at a Checkers in Kissimmee, Florida, when a customer at the front window started complaining about his food order. Mackey wasn't even the one handling the complaint. Another employee was dealing with it. But at some point, he climbed out of the drive-through window, walked around to the front of the building where the customer was standing, pulled a gun from his waistband, and
Hey, listen!
employee was dealing with it.
Look at what he did.
He climbed out of the drive-through window, walked around to the front of the building where the
Come on,
customer was
bruh.
standing, pulled a gun from his waistband, and shot him in the chest.
Why you got it on you at work, my boy? That's what I don't understand. That's what I don't understand in all of this. Why you got it on you at work, fam? Like, do you work for the mafia? Like, fuck, bro. Why you got it on you at work at Checkers, bro? Like, you work at Checkers, bro. Like, why you got it on you at Checkers, bro?
Oh, hell no!
Why you got it on you at Checkers, my boy?
The customer's name was Wesley Robertson. He died in the hospital that night. The argument, according to witnesses, was about mayonnaise packets. This happened on the night of
You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. As if onion rings wasn't bad enough. If onion rings wasn't bad enough, bro. Mayonnaise packets, bro?
May 21st, 2025, on a Wednesday, just after 10 o'clock. That Checkers is on West Erlo Bronson Memorial Highway in Kissimmee, right next to Old Town, a busy
Of course
entertainment
it's in.
shopping
Of course
area
this is
that
in
draws tourists
Florida.
and locals year-round. Wesley Robertson had placed his order at the front window, not the drive-through, but one of the walk-up windows at the front of the building. And when he got his food, he wasn't happy with it. Exactly what was wrong with the order isn't entirely clear from official sources. One witness
I don't think it really matters. You just said it was over mayonnaise packets, bro. Maybe his burger didn't have no mayonnaise on it. Who knows?
told investigators Robertson was asking for mayonnaise packets that hadn't been included in his bag. What is clear is that he started complaining to the female employee at the window and asked more than once to speak to a manager. He wanted someone in charge to come and sort it out. Elijah Mackey was 23 years old and working the drive-thru that night. He wasn't the employee Robertson was complaining to. By all accounts, the complaint had nothing to do with him. But at some point during that back and forth at the front window, Mackey decided to involve himself. And instead of walking out through a door like a normal person, he climbed out of the drive-thru window and made his way around to the front of the building where Robertson was standing. What happened in those seconds between Mackey arriving at the front and Robertson going down is where the case gets complicated.
I don't think it really does, fam. If the man had a gun in his waistband and then another man ends up dead, I don't think it's very complicated to figure out that something there had to have been some type of, I don't know if it was an altercation, fam, physical or verbal, but obviously they weren't getting along with each other.
According to witnesses, the two got into a verbal argument.
There we have it. What did I tell you?
Robertson, at some point, called Mackey a derogatory name.
Oh, hell no!
Can't do that, bruh. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't. Like, this never ceases to me. You never know how somebody's gonna respond to something that you say or do to them, bro. So why would you say or do something crazy to somebody? Like, unless you knew that you were willing to take things to the furthest extreme. Like, I don't get into stuff with people, bro. I try my hardest not to, because when I do, I'm willing to take things to a level that you're probably not willing to go to. Ask Wild Boy. I'm willing to take things to a level that you're probably not willing to go to, gang. And I don't give a fuck. You feel me? But that's just how I was conditioned, bro. I'll never forget, fam. I was, so for those of y'all who don't know this about me, I did 10 years in prison, gang.
Oh my God!
Did 10 years in prison, gang. You feel me? In case you just so happen to not have known, I did 10 years in prison, gang. You feel me? And during the 10 years, I had a homie named Dez, and Dez told me some shit, bro. Early on in my bid. He said, yo, fam, you got a lot of time to do, bro. You're gonna do a lot of time in here, fam. So you're gonna see a lot of these same niggas again later on down the road. So if you get to fighting with, he said, gang, I done been in a lot of shit. There's a life sentence. They still got a life sentence. They're still locked up now. You feel me? They say, gang, if you fight a nigga, gang, if you fight a nigga today and you leave and he leaves, later on down the line, gang, you're gonna potentially run into that nigga again. But if you stab him now, you'll never have an issue with him ever again. If you stab him now, if you do see him later on down the line, down the road, gang, you'll never have an issue with him ever again. So when a lot of niggas be pulling up ready to fight, bro, fam, I'm ready to kill you. You feel me? You trying to fight me, nigga. I'm trying to kill you. You feel me? Folk don't be ready to take things to the level that you be ready to take things, gang. They don't be ready to they don't be ready to go the way that you be ready to go, gang. I'm gonna hold you. Like, here's my thing, bro. Here's my thing, bro. Like at the end of the day, like when it boils down to it, fam, you kind of gotta know who it is that you're dealing with. You feel me? Have at least an idea of who it is that you're fucking with.
And that's when Mackey reached into his waistband, pulled out a small handgun, and fired. One shot, straight to the chest. Robertson collapsed, and Mackey took off. He didn't get far, though. Osceola County deputies responding to the scene found him a short time later, hiding under a stairwell at the Celebration Suites, a hotel right next door to the Checkers. When deputies detained him, he still had the gun on him. He told them up front that he was...
You idiot!
Oh, hell no!
Idiot.
And then, while sitting there in custody, he asked whether Robertson was okay. Robertson was not okay. He had been rushed to Osceola Regional Medical Center, the nearest hospital, and despite efforts to save him, he was pronounced dead from his injuries that same night. The next day, May 22nd, Osceola County detectives obtained an arrest warrant for Elijah Travis Mackey. He was booked into the Osceola County Jail on one count of first-degree premeditated murder with no bond. When Mackey appeared before a judge for the first time, bond was denied. He's been sitting in the Osceola County Jail ever since. In November of 2025, 6 months after the shooting, he entered a not guilty plea. His case is still working its way through the courts. Checkers put out a statement after the shooting calling it shocking and saddening, and said the actions of one employee don't reflect the values of their thousands of workers across.
My thing, why'd you bring a gun to work, my boy? Fam, there's never been a time that I've got up and got ready to go to work, gang, and I was like, you know what, let me bring a gun with me. Not once. I've never and been deeply entrenched in gang activity, gang lifestyle, illegal activity, all of that shit, gang, and I never once felt the need to have to bring a gun with me to work, ever. To be fair, I didn't start working until I was 27. But even all after that point, gang, I never felt the need to have to go to work with a gun. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous.
The country. Wesley Robertson walked up to a fast food window one night to get his order sorted out. He never
left with no life.
And Elijah is now facing the rest of his life in prison over a dispute he didn't even have to be part of. Number 3, Tania Evans. 19-year-old Tania Evans walked back.
No, this bitch look crazy, bro. Look at her hair. It like she got on she got a hat on top of an afro. She got a hat on top of a braided hat on top of an afro, gang. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh, hell no!
Back into that McDonald's on Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard in
Anna.
Atlanta, carrying a gun police later said was stolen. She was there to complain about food missing from her order. She and her two sisters had come back inside to confront the employee who'd handled it. By the time it was over, 30-year-old Tamanika Woods, a mother of 4, was on the floor with a gunshot wound to the chest.
Damn.
Being held down by a customer until police arrived. This
Mother of
happened on
4,
December
gang. That's
27th,
crazy.
2023, 2 days after Christmas. That McDonald's is on Ralph David Abernathy Boulevard in Atlanta's West End neighborhood, a busy, working...
Bro, I know exactly where that is. And they actually renovated it. It looks so much better than the way I remembered it. That shit used to be run down there. Wrong down there. I ain't gonna hold you.
class part of southwest Atlanta, right near a shopping mall and one of the city's major MARTA transit stations.
Ralph David Abernathy is Bankhead Highway. Not Bankhead Highway, but adjacent. You feel me? Like that the hood over there. They get live over there. I ain't gonna hold you.
Tamanika Woods wasn't even a customer there. She was there because her friend worked at that McDonald's. That's just who she was.
Wait,
If someone
what?
she cared about was in trouble, she showed up for them. Her family called her Nene. Her father, Ephraim Marshall, described her as sweet, family-oriented, a good mother to her 4 kids. She was 30 years
So she didn't even work at the McDonald's? What the fuck?
old. So when Evans and her sisters started going at her friend behind the counter over the missing food, Tamanika stepped in. She wasn't looking for a fight. She was just trying to back up someone she cared about. Neither side was backing down. Then one of Evans' sisters got physical, and the argument turned into something far worse. What happened next was caught on surveillance video. Evans reached into her waistband, pulled out a handgun, walked toward Tamanika Woods, and fired 1 shot. The bullet struck Woods in the chest, and she collapsed to the floor. The whole restaurant came apart at once. Customers screamed, chairs scraped across the floor, and people rushed for the doors at the same time. Evans then turned and headed for the exit. A male customer grabbed Evans before she reached the door and held her on the ground until police walked in. Atlanta homicide major Peter Malecki later called it exactly what it was. He said one of the leading causes of homicide in that city is escalating disputes.
That is very true. The more you know about Atlanta, gang. The leading cause of death among black people in Atlanta is escalating disputes. Not heart failure, not car accident, not any type of disease. Escalating disputes. Leading cause of death among black people in Atlanta. For those of y'all who didn't know, the more you know.
Police Zone 4 officers got the call around 2:42 that afternoon.
And this was in Zone 4? Fuck.
When they arrived, someone was already doing CPR on Tamanika. Another person who'd called 911 told the dispatcher she'd been shot in the heart. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital, but she didn't survive. Tamanika Woods was pronounced dead from that single gunshot wound to the chest. Evans was taken into custody that same afternoon. Later, when detectives sat down to question her, they told her that Tamanika Woods had died. Evans showed little reaction. She said nothing, asked for a lawyer, and the interview ended there. When police looked into the gun, they found it had been stolen from a vehicle broken into at a parking garage about 5 miles from the McDonald's.
Oh yeah, you're fucked now.
Atlanta police said that year alone, 1,848 firearms were reported stolen from cars across the city. At her bond hearing 2 days after the shooting, a judge denied bond entirely. Evans was held in Fulton County Jail facing murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and theft by receiving stolen property. She initially pleaded not guilty. The case moved through the Fulton County court system over the following year.
And then?
Eventually, Evans's attorney worked out a deal with prosecutors.
Wait, what?
Instead of going to trial on the felony murder charge, Evans pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, and the firearms charge. The murder charge was dropped as part of that agreement. On November 19th, 2024, nearly a full year after Tamanika Woods died on the floor of that restaurant, Tanaya Evans was sentenced to 25 years in prison.
Oh, hell no!
Bro, ain't no fucking way, fam. If she had been a man, she would have gotten life, bro. They never, bro. Oh my God, bro. If she was a man, she would have gotten life. I ain't gonna hold you.
20 years old at sentencing. She'll be in her mid-40s before she's eligible for release. Number 4, Melvin Williams. Melvin Williams.
Oh, I remember this one. I remember this one.
In downtown Atlanta on a Sunday night in June of 2022, carrying a gun he was legally not allowed to have. He was a convicted felon. He was out on bond from a previous arrest. The conditions of that bond specifically said no weapons. He ordered a sandwich, decided there was too much mayonnaise on it, and when the argument with the employees behind the counter got out of hand, he pulled that gun out and started shooting.
What I don't understand, bro, I try to ask my brother, bro. Like my brother be in some hellified situations, gang. I ain't gonna lie. My older brother be in some crazy ass situations, gang. How the hell do you get in these situations with people, gang, to the point where they're wanting to pull guns on you? Or where they're wanting to fight you? And at some point, somebody wasn't like, hey, you know what? Fuck this. Like, this isn't a smart thing to do. Like, maybe I should just go this way, you go that way, or whatever, fam. Just, like, leave that shit alone, bro. If a nigga put his hands on you, fam, completely different. Completely different set of circumstances. I'm not gonna hold you. Now you unlocked an ass whooping. Soon as a nigga put their hands on you, gang, you unlock the ass whooping, gang. I ain't gonna hold you. But it should never escalate to the point where you want to shoot somebody, fam. Win, lose, or draw, bro. It is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Should never be to that point or that bad. Like, in my opinion. But that's just me. That's just how I feel about it.
6-year-old Brittany Macon, who had only been working there for 3 weeks, was shot and killed. Her co-worker and girlfriend, Jada Statham, was shot and Jada's 5-year-old son, who was standing right there in that restaurant, watched all of it happen.
What? What, were they working together? And the kid, I don't understand this one.
Hey, listen.
He was out on bond from a previous arrest, and the conditions of that bond specifically said no weapons. He ordered a sandwich, decided there was too much mayonnaise on it, and when the argument with the employees behind the counter got out of hand, he pulled that gun out and started shooting. 26-year-old Brittany Macon, who had only been working there for 3 weeks, was shot and killed. Her co-worker and girlfriend, Jada Statham, was shot twice. Jada's 5-year-old son, who was standing right there in that restaurant, watched all of it happen.
Why was your 5-year-old son in the restaurant while you guys were working? They were girlfriends and they were co-workers. They both got shot, and the kid. Did they have the kid at work with them? I'm confused on that detail.
The subway where this happened is inside a Circle K gas station on Northside Drive, just south of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right in the heart of downtown Atlanta. It's a busy strip, the kind of location that sees foot traffic at all hours. Brittany Macon started working there about 3 weeks before that night. Her family said she was the kind of person who just showed up for people. She and her co-worker, 24-year-old Jada Statham, were more than just colleagues. They were together. dating, living together, building a life. That night, Jada brought her 5-year-old son to work with her. He was there behind the counter with when
Why? Oh my gosh, bro. Why was your kid at work with you, man? And it's not even like there's not even a safe environment for a child. Like it's not like you know what I mean, there's somewhere that behind the counter, bringing him to work is one thing. But then having him at work behind the counter, that's the least safe place you could have a child in a fucking Subway. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm judging. I'm judging. I don't give a fuck. I'm judging.
Melvin Williams walked in. Williams was 36 years old and had been in and out of trouble his whole adult life. By that point, he'd been booked into the Fulton County Jail at least 8 different times. Back in 2013, he pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and first-degree burglary after breaking into his neighbor's apartment and getting into a physical fight with the same neighbor. He did a year in prison, 4 years on probation, and was eventually discharged under Georgia's First Offender Act in 2019, which effectively wiped his record clean. Then, in 2021, he was arrested again, this time for aggravated assault and cruelty to children in connection with an incident involving his child's mother. That case was still open when he walked into that Subway. He was out on bond, and the conditions of that bond, written in a court order, said he was not allowed to have any weapons. That Sunday night, Williams ordered his food at the counter.
That's essentially the conditions of every bond. You can't have a weapon on any bond.
And when he got his sandwich, he wasn't happy with it. The Subway co-owner, Willie Glenn, later confirmed what the argument was about. Believe it or not, it was about too much mayonnaise on his sandwich, Glenn told reporters. What exactly was said between Williams and the employees during that argument isn't fully detailed in the public record. What the police and the co-owner both confirmed is that at some point, Williams decided words weren't enough. He pulled the handgun from wherever he had it on him and opened fire on the 2 women working behind that counter. Brittany Macon was shot and killed.
Open fire on 2 women, bro. Crazy word.
Jada Statham was shot twice, but before the second bullet hit her, she managed to push her 5-year-old son underneath the counter to shield him from the gunfire. An on-duty manager at the restaurant pulled out a gun and fired back at Williams, but missed. When the shooting stopped, Brittany Macon was down and not moving. Jada Statham was wounded, bleeding, but alive. And her little boy, 5 years old, was crouched under that counter in a Subway restaurant where 2 people had just been shot in front of him. Williams fled the scene, but not for long. Police arrested him the very next day, June 27th. He was booked into the Fulton County Jail and denied bond at his first court appearance. A judge ruled he was too dangerous to release, and given what he'd just done while already out on bond for assault charges, it was hard to argue otherwise. Williams now faces multiple serious charges. He's facing murder, felony murder, 3 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, first-degree criminal damage to property, third-degree cruelty to children, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
Yo, he is cooked.
Charge matters even more, because Williams was not legally allowed to have a gun in the first place. In November of 2023, more than a year after the shooting, Williams tried to get bond again. A Fulton County judge...
Nigga, what? Are you dumb? Are you... Nigga, you was already on bond and you shot 2 people and killed one of them. Are you fucking stupid?
Really, nigga?
Denied it a second time. The court order said the same thing it said the first time. The defendant poses a significant risk of committing a felony pending trial. Williams has been sitting in the Fulton County Jail ever since, waiting for a trial date that still hasn't been set. Number 5. Michael Morgan. Michael Morgan was 20 years old when he got a FaceTime call from his mother that ended with a man dead. His mother, Lisa Fillmore, was at a McDonald's on Fulton Street in Brooklyn.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Morgan was
I think I remember this one.
Listening to the whole thing play out in real time. And when the argument got heated enough, he He told his mother he was on his way. He showed up with his 18-year-old girlfriend, got into a fight with a 23-year-old employee named Matthew Webb, punched him to the ground on the sidewalk outside, and then pulled out a gun and shot him in the neck. Matthew Webb did not survive. He died 4 days later. And the whole thing started because somebody's fries weren't hot enough. Lisa Fulmore, 40 years old, was a customer there that evening. She ordered food, got her fries, and immediately complained that they were cold. She went to the counter, spoke with employees there, including 23-year-old Matthew Webb, and asked to see a manager. According to reports, when she
Why they ain't showing her picture? She's a part of the crime. She's a suspect. She's not getting away. She's not getting away. Why they ain't showing her picture?
Some of the workers laughed at her complaint. That was when the situation began to change. What turned this from a normal customer complaint into something far more serious was the phone in Lisa Fulmore's hand. She was on FaceTime with her son, Michael Morgan, the entire time, meaning he was hearing the argument as it happened. He could hear everything, his mother complaining, the back and forth with the workers, the laughter. As the argument continued, Michael Morgan decided he had heard enough. According to his mother, he said something she later repeated to police. He gotta do what he gotta do. Then he hung up the call and started heading for the restaurant.
Why would your mother repeat that to the police, bro? That's crazy. That doesn't seem right. That does not seem right. Why would your mother repeat that to the police, my boy? Does your mother really fuck with you, bro? I don't know. Maybe the reason they didn't show the mother is because she snitched. They didn't show his mother because she's the one that told on him.
Morgan was 20 years old and had already been arrested 13 times.
13 times?
Oh, hell no!
What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? How? Nigga got locked up one time and did 10 fucking years. This nigga got locked up 13 times and they let him out enough to kill somebody.
Oh, hell no!
That's crazy work.
Assault, grand larceny, and theft of service. He wasn't a stranger to confrontation. And on this particular evening, he didn't go to that.
Wait, theft of service? Theft of service for what?
McDonald's alone. He brought his 18-year-old girlfriend, Camelia Dunlap, with him. What Dunlap had on her when they arrived would become a central part of this case. She was carrying a gun. A gun that, according to the prosecutor, Morgan had obtained from a neighbor. By the time Morgan got to that restaurant, the argument that had started between his mother and the employees was still going. Morgan got into an argument with Matthew Webb, and the confrontation soon moved outside onto the sidewalk. That's where the surveillance cameras caught what happened next. Morgan threw a punch that knocked Webb straight to the ground, and when Webb tried to get back up, Morgan reached for the gun and fired. One shot to the neck. Webb went down and didn't get up. Bystanders on the street rushed over. One man cradled Webb's head while they waited for an ambulance. Another took off his own shirt.
Why'd they alter his face like that? That's AI.
Tried to get back up. Morgan
This is the
reached for
original
gun and
picture.
fired.
This is the original picture.
One shot to the neck. Webb went down and didn't get up. Bystanders
And then
on
they
the
try to
street
clear it
rushed
up
over.
here.
One man cradled Webb's head while they waited for an ambulance. Another took off his own shirt and pressed it against the wound to try to slow the bleeding. Paramedics rushed Webb to Brookdale University Hospital in Brooklyn, where doctors assessed his condition and delivered the worst possible news. He had been declared brain dead. His family was told he was and that they would have to make a decision. Morgan didn't stick around after the shooting. He took off from the scene on foot.
Damn,
and
bruh.
surveillance footage captured him trying to get rid of his clothes as he went. It didn't work. Police arrested him that same night, inside his own home, Camelia Dunlap was arrested there alongside him. When Morgan appeared before a judge at his arraignment on August 4th.
So they didn't arrest his mom? His mom's initiated all of this.
Assistant District Attorney Luis Paternina told the court that murder charges were coming because Webb was still on life support and Webb's family was in the impossible position of deciding when to let him go. Morgan was held without bail. On the morning of August 5th, the NYPD confirmed what everyone had feared. Matthew Webb had died. The charges against Morgan were upgraded to murder. But then came a detail that nobody outside the investigation saw coming. While detectives were questioning Morgan about the McDonald's shooting, he started talking about something else. He admitted to another killing.
You're fried.
You can't keep getting away with it!
You're fried.
Oh, hell no!
You're fried, my boy. Like, bad enough you killed one person, bro. You just killed two people? Come on. Come on, bruh. Maria, what's up, gang? What's up? You trying to play some Fortnite? Alright, hold on. Actually, yeah, let's cut this PlayStation on. Play some fucking Fortnite game. Hold on, watch the rest of this first.
That had gone unsolved for nearly 2 years. In October of 2020, a 28-year-old man named Kevin Holloman had been shot dead on Herkimer Street in Bedford-Stuyvesant, right in the same neighborhood, 6 blocks from the McDonald's where Morgan had just shot Matthew Webb. Holloman wasn't even the intended target. He'd been hanging out with his cousin.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought they were the same person for a second, but nah, his nose different.
When Morgan came out of an apartment and
other than that, they damn near look like the same nigga.
Opened fire. The cousin was the one Morgan was actually after, following a dispute between them 2 days earlier. Holloman just happened to be standing there. Police had long suspected Morgan in the Holloman killing, but had never been able to make the case. Then Morgan walked into a questioning room over cold fries and handed it to them himself. Morgan was charged in both cases: the Holloman murder, the Webb murder, criminal possession of a weapon in connection with both. Camelia Dunlap was charged separately under the same Kings County indictment for handing Morgan the gun and running off with it after the shooting.
Good.
In December of 2023, a Kings County judge ruled on how the 2 defendants would be tried. Rather than splitting the cases into entirely separate trials, the judge ordered simultaneous separate juries, one for Morgan, one for Dunlap, to hear the evidence together in the same courtroom. As of now, that trial has not yet concluded.
Wait, what?
Morgan remains in custody without bail, waiting for a verdict that will determine whether he spends the rest of his life in prison. Number 6.
Alright, bro, that's enough of that. You need going out bad, bro. You're going out bad, bro. Over fast food. All them people got killed by fast food, gang. All that was about fast food, gang. That's crazy. Shit crazy, gang. I'm looking at it like, bro, what the fuck? Yo, I'm finna take a few minutes to get my mind right. Then we gonna play some, gang. I'll be right back. Don't worry about it, alright?
Oh, hell no!
pussy.
Bro, I was thinking about it. I said, you know what? I might as well sit here with y'all while I'm rolling this split. Why not? You feel me? Why the fuck not? Ain't too much else going on right now, man. I ain't gonna lie. See who's online, bro. Let's see who's online, gang. See who can entertain us today. Like nobody's online, man. Damn. Boss is the most versatile and consistent streamer isn't online. Shit. Mel's online. I'll pull Mel up. I fuck with Mel. I don't know. Everybody else can eat a dick though. Yeah, one of them days, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Kind of slow. Ain't a lot going on, bro. I really had no motive for today. You know? We keep going, gang, because the grind don't stop, right? Ain't that what Boston's most versatile and consistent streamers say? The grind don't stop. So we keeping the grind going, gang. Can't stop, gang. Even if I stop. I couldn't stop. Can't stop even if I stop, gang.
Internet boy.
Let's see what's going on in the world, gang. We can close that. We can close that. Open this. Boom. Let's see what's going on in the world, gang. Oh, this is my boy. A burrito monster, yo.
To squash into the prawn cracker with
Oh no, we started this from the beginning.
some sesame seeds before you deep fry until it twizzles up. Also, can I please launch a quick petition to stop using seed oils for your chili crisp and instead pour over some aromatified beef tallow with some extra crispy shallots to make it pop. And for your crispy duck, you want to smoke it low and slow to cook the meat, but chuck it under a super hot high heat to make it crisp before getting it completely shredded to bits. But I'm going to re-crisp it up with a bit of hoisin sauce and miso. A little bit of salad and veg to keep my mother happy before I can start loading it all atop my prawn toast cracker into, I guess, some sort of nachos. Because I couldn't think of a creative way to serve it up, just spitballing ideas here. But I can confirm this is absolutely banging ready for a screen. This is a prawn cracker and this is a raw prawn cracker, which you just drop into beef fat till it sizzles up, just like this. But what if you snip and deshell some prawn to squash into the prawn cracker with some sesame seeds before you deep fry until it twizzles up. Also, can I
my mouth and then I lick that shaft.
What is this, bro? Light ball head happened that? What are you talking about? About Gucci in my mouth? What the fuck?
Oh hell no!
Bro, let me roll my spliff, bro. Man, listen, bro.
I'm a decent man from the city of demons. Niggas be scheming, niggas be shooting. Senseless violence, really so many reasons. Mental health reasons, financial reasons to be
That was fucking hilarious, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. She don't even know the words. This is man in the city of demons. Niggas be scheming. Niggas be scheming.
senseless violence, really so many reasons.
Mental health reasons. See, she don't even know the words, bro. I know the words more than she do. She don't even know the She don't even know the words, gang. I know the words more than she do. Come on, man. I'm a decent man in the city of demons. Niggas be scheming. Niggas be shooting. Come on, gang. I know what's going on, bro. I'm a decent man too, bro. Nobody believes that. There's nobody that would believe that ever, bro. Pep, you might be the only one. You might be the only one, my boy. Bro, you might be the only one, Pep. I ain't gonna hold you, gang. Other nigga beat, man. Listen. Looking at a nigga crazy, bruh. I just be trying to live, man. I just be trying to live my life. I don't want no problems with nobody. I don't want no issues with nobody, gang. You want to smoke my weed, man. Smoke my weed, gang. Play my game, man. And react to these fucking reels, bro. You feel me? See how that's been going?
Please launch a quick petition to stop using seed oils for your chili crisp and instead pour over some aromatified beef tallow with some extra crispy shallots to make it pop. And for your crispy duck, you want to smoke it low and slow to cook the meat, but chuck it under a super hot
Okay, we breached 100 on that one. Let's go.
bits, but I'm gonna re-crisp it up.
Damn, bruh.
A little bit of
Wild boy unfollowed me, by the way, eh?
Loading it all atop my prawn toast crackers into, I guess, some sort of nachos, purely because I couldn't think of a creative way to serve it up. Just spitballing ideas here. But I can confirm this is absolutely banging, waiting for it. Screen. This is a prawn cracker, and this is a raw prawn cracker, which you just drop into beef fat till it sizzles up, just like this. But what if you snip and deshell?
Bro, we almost at 8K, gang.
Oh my God!
Who messaged me? Oh, my brethren. I seen his new setup, gang. New setup, gang. I'm gonna be gaming hard. I fuck with it. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that been tapping in with me, gang. Over here on Instagram. The most recent post got 4,000 views.
See, my homie told me I should be playing ball at the gym. I ain't listened to him. He might be on to something though. I ain't gonna hold you. But I ain't, bro. Listen, did you see how she shot them 3 basketballs? The one in her hand and the 2 behind.
The inside looking like. It never be the people that follow you, gang. It never be the people that follow you, gang.
I ain't listened to him. He might be on to something though.
It never be the people that follow you, gang. Always strangers. Always strangers that show you the most amount of fucking with. Bro, I'm still waiting to see Boston's most consistent and versatile and consistent streamer over here, bro. He ain't been back since he left yesterday, bro. I'm waiting to see him. He hasn't been streaming. He hasn't been streaming. See, I'm really the worst person to have problems with, gang. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really the worst. I'm the worst person to have issues with, online or in real life. Online or in real life, gang. I'm the worst person to have issues with, bro. I don't stop. Bruh. There's no friends in this shit, gang. There is no friends in this shit, gang. Always gonna let that one be known. Always gonna let that one be known, gang. There are no friends in none of this shit, bro. Niggas are not your friends. People are not your friends, especially when they see you as competition, gang. They can never, if they see you as competition, gang, they'll never be able to see you as a friend. And that goes for anybody, bro. I don't give a fuck who they are. If they see you as competition, they will never be able to see you as a friend. Go home. That was yesterday. We were looking into analytics. Come on, gang. While I'm doing this, let me go do my little fucking, let me go and promo my goddamn shit at the same time, bruh. You know, if you don't promote your shit, ain't nobody else gonna do it, gang. You don't promote yourself, gang, ain't nobody else gonna do it. So what music we gonna put on this? I'm finna show y'all what we Yeah, bro. Now check me out, gang. Check me out, gang. Check me out, gang. Let's go. How you do it, gang? You had that shit everywhere, gang. Fuck these niggas, bro. Get our own motion. You feel me? Now, nigga, I don't need now, nigga. I don't need now Discord server, bro. Let's fucking go. I'm proud of the motion that I've created for myself, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm proud of the motion that I got for myself, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. I fought with this. I fought with this, man. Look for the next one, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
your meals, you got
Daddy B.